What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Thrive Forever Fit Show. I'm your host, Jay Nixon. And as you know, the moral and the theme and the purpose and the passion of this podcast is to disrupt the current way you think, inspire you to think differently, and transform you into the person that you absolutely deserve and desire to be. And I believe right now, guys, as you can see, I'm still crushing the beard. This is my playoff beard, my whatever, I'm calling it my opportunity 2020 beard, which means we are still on lockdown. That sounded very dramatic, didn't it? Lockdown. But I won't have the beard once I'm released from the cave, but I promised I wouldn't shave until we win the cup, which is metaphorical until we get released back out into the wild. And I believe right now, more than ever, we need strategies and tactical tools to help us in our current state and when we get back out into the wild, okay? Because it's going to happen, guys. We're going to go back out into the wild. Some of you guys, depending on if you're in a different state, are already back out in the wild, and you're experiencing some things that are abnormal, and you need some strategies and some tools and some techniques that are going to help you adjust, okay? So today's episode is titled Improvise, Adapt, and Overcome. Now, I've got a good story about this, guys. The three words, improvise, adapt, and overcome, are from a movie that I watched in 1986. I was 12 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm 45 now. 1986, I'm 12 years old. My mom drives my best friend and I, Robert Smith, 45 miles, 45 minutes away from my hometown, little town, Cisco, Texas. We have to go all the way to Abilene because that's where the movie's playing. It's about 45 minutes away. That's where the big mall is. Shout out to my man, Robert Smith, whatever you're doing, bro. If you listen to this podcast, hats off. Thanks for being my best friend during high school and just being a rock star dude. If you know Robert, reach out to him, give him a high five for me. And not the Robert Smith and The Cure. I know that people get that confused a lot. They're like, you were best friends with Robert Smith and The Cure? Sometimes I say, hell yeah. Anyway, my mom drives Robert and I 45 minutes to Abilene, Texas to go see Heartbreak Ridge with Clint Eastwood. Right? So I'm born in 1974. So if you're around my age, you probably knew around 1986, Heartbreak Ridge, Clint Eastwood. In the movie, he played a sergeant in the Marines. I believe his name was Thomas Highway. They called him Gunny Highway. And Gunny Highway said these three things that stuck with me from the time I was 12 years old until now. I've used these three words in the order they come in since I was 12. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Think about those three things. Right now, more than ever, we need to be able to improvise. We must be able to adapt, and we have to overcome, guys. Here's the bottom line. The quality of your life, the quality of our lives will be determined by our ability to navigate adversity. Life is full of challenges. Life is full of obstacles. Life is full of adversity. And the quality of our lives will be predicated on our ability to improvise, adapt, and overcome. I didn't know this at 12 years old. I'm 12 years old, chilling in the movie theater, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I'd been through a bunch of stuff already in my life, but at 12, I didn't know how powerful these three words were going to be as I move forward. I still use them today. I'm 45 years old. I'm going to read you the definitions of all three of these, just because I want to hit it spot on for you, so you can see how that right now, in our current situation, these three words are so vital and so important. Let me go back to the quality of your life really quick. The quality of your life will be determined by your ability to navigate adversity. Because here's the deal. It is easy to show up when things are good. Everybody can show up when things are beautiful. It's easy to show up when everything is perfect. What do you do when the shit hits the fan? That's the differentiator in life, right? Everybody wins when things are perfect. It's when things aren't perfect, what do you do? And if you can learn how to improvise, adapt, and overcome, you can win in any situation, in any scenario, including the one we're in right now. All you have to be able to do right now are those three things. Improvise, guys. It means to create and perform spontaneously or without preparation. We were not prepared for this. We could not be prepared for this. There's no way we could have known this was coming like it's coming, right? There's going to be many adversities and many challenges in your life that you are not going to be able to prepare for. They are going to show up and you're going to have to say, oh shit, what do I do now? That is where improvisation comes in. That's when your ability to improvise comes in. The second part of that is produce or make something from whatever is available. Think about that. Produce or make something from whatever is available. Create and perform spontaneously without preparation. We were forced into improvise. What do I do now? Adapt. Make something suitable for new use or purpose / modify. We've had to modify right now. We've had to pivot. We've had to make something suitable. We've had to change our lives, the way we do everything. We've had to make it suitable for a new purpose. We've had to modify. The next one, overcome. Proceed in dealing with a problem or difficulty, defeat an opponent, and the most important piece of this, the most important word of this, prevail. You see, you've got to prevail. You've got to win. You've got to know that you have to prevail at the end of all this. Proceed in dealing with a difficult problem or situation, defeat the opponent. The opponent's a lot of things right now. The opponent for some of you guys is metaphorical. The opponent for some of you guys is you. You are your biggest opponent right now. You've got to prevail. So if you can improvise, you can adapt, you can overcome, you can get through anything in life, especially the situation that we're in right now. You see how important little techniques, little tips are, little things of that nature? Now why were these 3 words so powerful for me? Why did they stick into my brain? Why did subconsciously I remember these words from the time I was 12 years old until now? I'm 45 and I'm giving this to you like I heard it yesterday. I can hear the words coming out of his mouth, right? At 12 years old, these 3 words became my mantra in life anytime I had to deal with a challenge or adversity. Anytime life presented me with a challenge or an adversity, improvise, adapt, and overcome became my mantra. It's the first 3 things I thought about. Adversity or challenge. Okay, how do I improvise? What do I do right now? How can I adapt to this situation so that I can win, overcome? How can I prevail? What's the strategy to prevail? Because at the end of the day, guys, that's it. You've got to be able to overcome because that's when you win, right? It's the people in life that can't overcome, that keep getting setback after setback after setback, and they never seem to win. It's because they don't have these 3 things mastered. Learn how to improvise, be adaptable, and then prevail. Learn how to overcome. Learn how to proceed in dealing with a difficult problem or situation. See, right now you have to move forward. In adversity and challenges, you have to move forward. You have to move into that adversity or that challenge so that you can overcome it. You can never win if you're in retreat. It never works that way. The team in retreat, the army in retreat, the person in retreat never wins. Move forward in the face of adversity. At 12 years old, this became my mantra. Improvise, adapt, overcome. It's still my mantra today. It's still how I deal with adversity. It's how I've dealt with this situation that we're in from day one. It's why I've been calling it Opportunity 2020 from day one, because I call adversity and challenges opportunities now. I don't care what it is. Life throws something at me. If you've read my book, The Purpose of Pain, you understand what I'm talking about. From the time I was 5 years old to the time I was 25 years old, I had just a steady stream of adversity thrown at me, a steady stream of challenges thrown at me. And I had to improvise, I had to adapt, and I had to overcome those challenges. I had to overcome those adversities. And I had to figure out how I was going to turn them into opportunities if I was ever going to prevail. And that's exactly what I did. And that's exactly why it's easy for me now to reframe the situation that we're in, to reframe any adversity or challenge that the world, the universe, God throws at me, and know that through this 3-step strategy, I'm going to win. I'm going to come out on the other side a winner. It's the only way. Remember I said last week or the week before, whenever we've been in this for so long, I don't even know now, bitter versus better. This is how you come out better. The people that don't use this strategy, that can't improvise, that can't adapt, and they don't overcome, they come out bitter. The ones that do use this strategy, they come out better. It's the solution. It's the formula. It's the technique. That's what I'm talking about. Right now, we need strategies and techniques and tools to get in a better place. This is a technique and a strategy and a tool you can use right now to come out in a better place. So I'm going to ask you a question. What's your mantra? When adversity, challenge, obstacles come your way, what's your mantra? What's your mantra been during this particular situation? See, I named it Opportunity 2020 right away because I knew I had to look at it from a different perspective. I knew I had to give it a different name than what everybody else was talking about, because the name everybody else was talking about had such a negative connotation, had such a backlash of emotional uncertainty and overwhelm. No way I was playing that game. I had to give it my own little nickname. And that nickname was Opportunity 2020, because I know in this adversity that we're facing, I'm going to come out on the other side in a different place, in a better place. It's the only option, right? Because I'm going to adapt. And when you adapt, I make something suitable for new use. So I have to make this situation suitable for me to be able to use it. And then I have to proceed with dealing with the problem or the difficulty, right? And then I defeat the opponent and I come out on the other side and I win, I prevail. It's that simple, guys. How do you handle adversity? Your mantra will tell you a lot about how you handle adversity. Do you even have a mantra? Do you have a system of thoughts that you use when life presents you with an opportunity, with a challenge or an adversity? Or do you just haphazardly be like, oh shit, what do I do now? Or do you have a system? You see, you're like, here we go. I know what I'm going to do. Do you have that? Do you have a mantra? Do you have a guide that moves you in the direction of the adversity and the challenge? How do you handle adversity? These are questions I would ask myself. What's my mantra? How do I handle adversity? Do I improvise? Am I adaptable? Do I overcome? Those are 3 questions you got to be able to answer. And I hope the answer is yes. Because here's the beauty of this. If you can start to reframe adversities and challenges and obstacles into a positive light, into an opportunistic light, you won't see them as adversities and challenges and obstacles anymore. You will see them as the gift that they are in your life. Many of the things I have right now are because of a challenging situation that I was put into. My fitness business that I have right now, my fitness studio that I have right now, was brought on by a flood that crushed my business in less than 30 minutes. Business gone, flooded, out of biz. I'm in a much better place now because of that flood. I would never take that flood away from me. You try to take that flood away from me, we're going to fight. Right? That flood was one of the best things that has ever happened to me. Adversity, challenge. In the moment, you would have looked at it on paper and been like, this is awful. This is catastrophic. It was not. It was a gift. It was an opportunity for me to be a better version of who I was supposed to be that I wasn't living up to. So right now in the situation that we're in, we've got an opportunity to live up to the version of ourselves that we need to be, that we have to be, that we must be to get where it is we want to go in life. It's that simple. If you start to think about it from that perspective, the way you act changes, your behavior changes, your words change, your passion gets invigorated. You start going after things. You look for ways to improvise. You look for ways to adapt. You know damn well you're going to overcome. See, there's no doubt in my mind. I got interviewed today and they said, do you think you're going to be okay? And I said, no, I don't think I'm going to be okay. I know damn well I'm going to be okay. Never a thought in my mind goes by. Never a second goes by where I don't feel like I'm going to be okay. My business is going to thrive after this. No pun intended. It's going to thrive after this. I'm going to thrive after this. Anybody in my life is going to thrive after this. I'm pumped. I'm jacked. I'm excited. It's an opportunity to be better, right? Start looking at life that way. Guys, I wanted to give you some really tactical things today. I wanted to give you some strategies, some tips, some tools, some resources you could use. Use this 3-step, use these 3 words. And you're like, Jay, they're just words. They're not just words. They're emotions. They're feelings. They're powerful. They're igniters. They get you in the frame that you need to be in order to tackle adversity, to overcome challenges. That's where you got to get. You can't be a victim right now. Victims can't improvise. Victims don't adapt, and victims never overcome. Victors do. You, my friend, are a victor. It's the only way. It's the only option. Okay? I need you to believe that. I need you to know this will be over. I need you to know this beard is not going to last forever. Okay? I need you to understand that this will come to an end, and when it does, you've got to come out of this and prevail. All right? Guys, if you want more strategies, you want more tools, you want more connection, you want more FaceTime with this crazy joker you're listening to right now, all you got to do is join my free Facebook group, Wellness Lab Launchpad. I'm doing live trainings in there. I'm doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff in there right now because we need it. We need tools and strategies and tips and techniques. I'm doing live Q&As. You get 100% access. I'm available. I want to be available for you because I want you to win, right? And the only way for you to win is to surround yourself with a bunch of winners. And I'm telling you right now, I'm coming out on the other side of this in a better place. I'm getting ready to launch a brand new product that you can only have access to if you're part of the Wellness Lab Launchpad. It's called Thrive Forever Fit Ignite. Thrive Forever Fit Ignite. It's mindset, it's movement, it's meals. That sounds basic, right? Everybody's talking, everybody's got free workouts going right now. Everybody's telling you what to eat. Everybody's saying, think this, do that. Here's what you get, guys. It's mindset, it's meals, it's movement, but you know what you get? You get a mentor. And that's the differentiator. You get access and availability of a mentor, somebody who knows how to do the things that you want to do, that you're not ready, you're not doing yet. That's what you get access to. 30 days access to me, this brain, this energy, this connection, this piece of the puzzle that is probably the piece that you're missing right now in your life. Join the Wellness Lab Launchpad, learn about Ignite, learn about Thrive Forever Fit Ignite. It's a 30-day process. You will be in such a different place at the end of that 30 days. It's going to blow your face off. You're going to be, what can I do? Right? It's support, it's accountability. It's most importantly, it's mentorship. Access to me 24/7, 365, get you better, get you where you want to go, teach you how to improvise, teach you how to adapt, and show you how to overcome regardless of what life presents to you. Sounds like a pretty kick-ass deal, doesn't it? Wellness Lab Launchpad. It's free on Facebook. Go join right now. Lastly, if you like this podcast, if this resonated with you, if this made you think, that's a great idea, share the podcast with somebody. Just put it on your social media. Share it with your mom. Share it with your best friend. And then the last thing I need you to do is I need you to go to iTunes. I need you to give me a review. I need you to hit some stars on that bad boy. I need you to tell people what you think. I need you to tell people why they need to come listen to this or why they need to be part of the movement. Because that's really what this is. This is a movement. This is a movement to get us to a better place and a better space. I need you on the bus. I need you with me. I can't do it alone. Make that happen for me, guys. That's the only thing I ever ask. That's the only fee I charge. Everything else is free, right? That's the fee. Go there, 5 stars, hit a little review button, write a little description out there, say whatever it is you want to say that might make somebody else want to listen. Guys, until we chat again, you know when that'll be. It'll be next week because I'm here. I'm ready to jam. Be awesome. Know you're loved. Know you're not alone. And know we're going to get through this. All right. I'll see you soon.